gorgeous, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. I feel so good to be back in here. So today I have my foundation routine for you guys. If you see this outfit twice, if you see this face and this hair twice, it's okay because I just sat here and filmed 2 videos for you guys. So if you're watching this video, you probably already saw my favorites, so I hope you enjoyed that one. Today I'm bringing you guys my foundation routine, which is something that I wanted to film for a very long time because it is pretty consistent. My foundation routine is probably the same thing 82% of the time. So with no further ado, because this is already way too long, if you guys want to see what my foundation routine consists of, then you guys know what to do. Just keep watching this video. So the first thing that I like to do before I even apply anything to my face is go ahead and moisturize my lips, and that's what I'm going to do today with the Smith's Minted Rose Lip Balm. For primer, I like to use my L'Oreal Magic Lumi, which I did mention on my favorites video I think last month, and I have been using it ever since. I have not changed my primer because my skin type is a little more on the dry side, so I do like to use this primer. It is so beautiful and it gives such a luminous finish to the face. This is not part of my usual foundation routine, but I do have a little buddy there which looks so disgusting right there and right there. I rarely ever get any breakouts, but when I do get a breakout, I do love to use this L'Oreal True Match Crayon Concealer, which it's a super blendable crayon concealer. And I am in the color N4-5, which is light/medium. And I just like to apply this directly on the little spot where either I have a pimple or any kind of redness, and just dab it with my finger to blend it away. That is a huge pimple. That's disgusting. So I do have different kind of foundations that I like to use depending on either where I'm going or how long I'm going to be out. But the times that I do use the foundation and I don't need anything to be waterproof or smudge proof, I do definitely love my True Match Lumi foundation, which I've been using I think for the past 2 months. It's in the color N4, which is buff beige. And I apply this with my Real Techniques buffing brush. I like to do stippling motions before I start rubbing it in because I want most of the product to just sink into my face. The next step that I like to take is use this double-ended brush from Morphe brushes. I don't know what the number is, but I'll make sure to list it down below for you guys. And I like to use this smaller tip and just pick up a little bit of that foundation and run it right on top of my eyebrow, because I don't use concealer on the top of my brow because I just don't like the way it looks. But I do like to go over with my foundation because I don't want to go ahead and use my large buffing brush, because I don't want any of the product that I apply to my brows to go ahead and get covered with the foundation. So I like to just take this little extra step, which it only takes like an extra 30 seconds, and then just go back in with my buffing brush and just buff that out ever so slightly, because again, I don't want any of the color of the foundation to go on my brows. To cover my dark circles, basically to put directly right under my eyes, I love to use my Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the color 25, which is medium. And I just apply this directly under my eyes just so I can have a little coverage to my dark circles or like any redness that I have going on under my eyes. And I use the shade medium and not light because I don't like directly under my eyes to be insanely bright. And I like to blend this out with that same double-ended brush from Morphe brushes because I just love the way it is. It's nice and dense and tapered, and it's like, I don't know, and I just love it for concealer. Now for a little bit of a highlight, I'm going to go in with this Hope for Everywhere Philosophy Hope Covers All concealer. So I'm just going to apply this under the concealer that I applied directly under my eyes in a little bit of a triangular shape just so I can give it a little more of a highlight. I'm also going to apply this down the bridge of my nose, in the middle of my brows, a little bit of my cupid's bow, and on my chin. And I just go ahead and buff it off with my same foundation brush. To set the concealer directly under my eyes, I like to go in with my banana powder from the Anastasia Contour Kit. I like to apply this with my contour brush from Real Techniques. And to set the highlight, I like to go in with my vanilla powder from the Contour Kit and just flip the same brush around. So this is basically it for my foundation routine. That is all I do. That's my primer, foundation, and concealer. But if you guys want to see a little more, I would go ahead and bronze up my face and apply apply blush and highlighter, just because that's obviously part of my foundation routine. I usually do the same things as for bronzer or contouring. Blush, of course, it changes, and same thing with highlighter, but for the sake of the video, we're just gonna use what I mostly used all the time. Okay. I like to go with my Anastasia Contour Kit in these 3 colors. Lately I have been just mixing all 3 because just to make use out of all 3 of them. And I like to do that with my contour brush by Morphe, which I don't know the number. I will just make sure to list it down below. I just like to use a smaller brush so I can be a little more precise on my nose. And then I like to go in with this big dual fiber brush and just blend it all out. And to bronze up the face, I'm using my holy grail bronzer, which is this BH Cosmetics Bombshell Bronze in the color Diva. And I like to apply that with my e.l.f. complexion brush. And that just brings some warmth and some dimension back into my face. For blush, I'm gonna use this Bobbi Brown blush in the color Nectar 11. And I'm applying this with my Morphe blush brush, which came in my BoxyCharm box a couple of months ago. And I don't know the number, it's like worn off, but if I find it, I'll make sure to link it down below for you guys. Now for a highlight, I like to use my sand powder from my Anastasia Contour Kit as well, and I like to apply that with an e.l.f. Small Tapered Brush. Why I keep saying blush instead of brush? And this is very pigmented. Sometimes I like overdo it with my hand, so I like to dust off most of the product of the brush. And lastly, I like to go back in with the same large dual fiber brush and just blend everything on my face. Now I'm gonna go ahead and finish my bottom lash line and apply a lip color, and I'll be right back. So that is it for my foundation routine. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, feel free to leave me any comments down below. If you have any video requests, again, make sure to leave it in the comments box down below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you guys on my next video. Mwah.